Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. I saw some videos where people was talking about, Tom Brady's association with Donald Trump, and people was wondering, is Tom Brady a suspect racist? Well, let me, add my views and talking points to this situation. Now, I don't know whether Tom Brady is a racist or not. I haven't heard anything about him being a racist. So it's one of them things. I guess if you haven't heard anything, either he's good at covering it up or he's not. So I'm gonna be completely fair to Tom Brady, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put some things out there, and I'm gonna let y'all make the call on whether Tom Brady's a racist or not. And I will respect everybody's opinion, whether it's yay or nay. Now, let me present the facts to you. In case you guys don't know, I'm from Oakland, California. I was born and raised in Oakland. Now, Tom Brady is from the other side of the bay. They call it the Peninsula. He's from the city called San Mateo, California. San Mateo is about maybe 30-minute drive from Oakland. You got to go over this long ass bridge through the city of Hayward to get to San Mateo. You could drive through San Francisco, go over the Bay Bridge, but that would be the long way when it's easier to go through Hayward. But anyway, let me tell you about the side of the bay Tom Brady is from. That area code over there is 650, and most of the people that live on the other side of the bay is predominantly white and whatever else. The only part of the peninsula that has a lot of black people is this city called East Palo Alto. And that's in the 650 area code because they have like 6 different area codes out here. You have where I'm from, 510, then they have 415, then they have 408, 925, 707, and 650. And I don't know if I said it or not, 925. If I didn't say 925, I'm saying it now, 925. And most of the black people are on the East Bay. I'm in the East Bay of the Bay Area. So that's where most of the minority are. The blacks, the Mexicans, and the Asians, everything. But mostly where Tom Brady is from is pretty much Caucasian people, white people. I'm not going to say they're rich, but they're well off. I'm not going to say I'll just put it this way. They don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. That's what you call the well off area. And I doubt very seriously that Tom Brady hung out with a lot of black people. And if he did, he probably hung out with those square ass, preppy Poindexter ass, black dudes. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, because I don't want nobody coming on here. Oh, what do you got against black dudes that's smart? Not a damn thing. Nothing. So, don't bring that shit to my channel. Now, I'm going to tell you a story that happened with me and what was said to me, and you guys, connect dots. I don't blame people for wondering whether Tom Brady is a racist or not, because look at Donald Trump's history. Look what he's doing now. So you have to wonder by Tom Brady saying he's friends with that dude, and he openly admitted that he voted for him and Bill Belichick. So obviously they share the same views as Donald Trump because they voted for him. I guess Tom Brady believes you should build a fence and you should cut off visas because Donald Trump say he gonna do all that shit. So he's in the process of signing executive orders, which I told you, I told you that Donald Trump is power hungry. Now, let me tell you what happened to me. when I was on the other side of the Bay Area, the peninsula. Okay. I was working at this Kmart, part time. I worked only like 3 days a week. I think I worked from 9 to 2. I think 9 to 2, 9 to 1, because I would have to leave at 2 because I had to go to my other job, my main job. But I only worked there 3 days a week, Now, let me tell you what happened to me while I was working at Kmart. For some reason, there was this punk ass white boy. Always would be like fucking with me. Just come talking to me hella crazy and shit. Calling me out my name and shit. And I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him. He might have been half retarded or something. But he always was fucking with me. Just disrespecting me. And I let it go on for a while. I was trying to, quote unquote, turn the other cheek. So finally it just got to the point to where I couldn't take it anymore. So let me tell you what happened. To make a long story short, I went and told the store manager, who happened to be black. I knew her anyway because she was from from around the way, so I knew her anyway. But anyway, she hooked me up with the job. But anyway, it got to the point. It just was getting out of hand, and I know me. I was thinking to myself, I better talk to the manager before I end up hurting this motherfucker. So, one day I spoke to the manager. I said, "Look, you better tell that you better tell that white boy to leave me the fuck alone before it just be a serious problem." And I say, "I don't even want to do that to your store. So, just talk to him." So she told him to leave me the fuck alone. So then he come trying to talk shit. I think he was half retarded or something. You know what I'm saying? Think something was wrong with the dude. But anyway, he came trying to confront me, talked about why you snitch. I'm like, snitch? I was like, dude, I'm trying to keep myself from hurting you. So he said some shit like you a punk or something. And I guess the dude thought I was playing with him and shit. So I said, dude, let's step outside. So he act like he wanted to do something. So he come outside. We go to the back of the store. So I'm saying, like, come on, make a move. And he wouldn't do shit. So I'm waiting for the dude to try something with me so I could like just hurt his ass. I said, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just finna quit. So I walk up to the manager and say, hey, so-and-so, I'm gonna have to leave because I can't take the shit no more. And, it ain't worth it. So she said, nah, don't quit. I'll fix it. So I said, well, I'm gonna just go home for the day and I'll just come back like tomorrow. So I'm walking out the door and he happened to be coming in the same direction. So I'm walking out the door. As I'm walking out the door, so he say something to me. And then I said, what did you say? So we squaring up. So I said, say something else. Watch what's gonna happen to you. So all of a sudden, this white motherfucker spit in my face. So all I know was the next thing you know, probably like less than 3 seconds, I grabbed dude by his neck, picked him up in the air, and like just body slammed him. And I just started choking the shit out of him. So everybody, asked me to get off him. I'm talking about I was choking the shit out of him. I was choking him. So I was choking the shit out of him. His face was turning red. Now he was talking all that tough shit in the store. But then when I was choking the shit out of him, had him on the ground, he couldn't get loose. He was calling for God, asking for God to help him and all that type of shit. So the manager and assistant manager, they got me off of him. So, I'm walking outside, people in the store saying that I attacked him when he actually spit in my face, which spitting in somebody's face, that's a form of assault and you had a right to defend yourself. Okay. Now, keep in mind, I was going to try to, somebody called the fucking police. So I get in my car. I'm trying to get up out of there. And the funny part about it is the freeway is like right by the store. And it was funny, like before I could get on the freeway, the police pulled me over. They put on their lights and shit. So I'm out there talking to the police. Now, I will say this is an incident where the police was actually cool. So I told the police what happened. And I said, well, he started it, blah, 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 happened. He spit in my face and, the police went over there. I guess they got their statement later on. Like, they, was there talking to me for about 20 minutes. So, and here go the funny part. The police station was right up the street. Okay. So this is what happened. And the police said, look, okay, we're not going to tow your car because, we know you live here. But what we going to do is we going to take you into custody. We're going to take you into custody. We're going to OR you in a couple hours. Okay. So they OR'd me. I got out in a couple hours. The police was, we was going through the process, the bullshit. So I was in custody for about maybe a couple hours, got OR'd. And then, I was debating, should I hire a lawyer to fight the case? So I decided to just, fuck with a public pretender. Cause I was like, man, do I want to spend like, some money on a fucking lawyer, for something like this. Cause it's not like I'm facing major prison time. It's not like I'm facing like 5 to 10 and shit. At best, I'm looking at probation. Now they charged me with like, I forgot what they charged me with. They charged me with, assault and battery or some shit like that, which was, 2 misdemeanors, but they just dropped it to assault later on. And I was going to fight the case. So I was going back and forth, the court and shit. And then talking to the public pretender. So then after like my third court appearance, they offered me a fake ass deal. So at first I was going to plead not guilty. I was going to plead it was mutual combat. And I was going to fight the case. But then the public pretender, let me tell you what he told me. And this what made me like peep what was going on in the city I was in. This is what he told me. This is what the public pretender told me. He said, look, dude, they offering you like a year's probation, court probation. You don't have to see no probation officer. Just stay out of trouble. And you gonna do like maybe a couple of weeks of SWAT. SWAT is when you clean up the streets and you gonna pay a fine. And I was like, well, man, I don't want to do that shit, man. I should like just fight the shit. Cause I was like, he spit in my face. He said, and let me tell you what he told me. I'll put this on everything. Real talk. He said, look, dude, just go on and take the deal. Cause he said, I done seen this happen to a couple of guys. He said, look, you in San Mateo. He said it doesn't matter whether dude spit in your face or he threw the first punch. He said all they don't look at you as a black dude that put his hands on a white person. This came from a white public pretender. Because they don't defend shit. So he said just take the deal. Because he said if you go to trial, he say they going to bring all the witnesses. Because they already said that you threw the first punch. And he said you're going to have an all-white jury. He said you're going to be convicted. And he said you're going to spend 8 months in jail for nothing. So he said just take the deal. He said just wait, do the shit. He said just wait for about a year. And then you can get the shit expunged. So I went and took the fake ass deal. So, I did my little time and then I got it expunged. But that's the city where Tom, Brady from. He was pretty much saying San Mateo's a racist ass city. So y'all be the judge. Let me know. I'm out.